Okay, good. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay, let's start.
All good? Okay, great. Let me just bring this up. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on, Zoom. Classic Zoom. Okay. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, or wherever you are. Hello and welcome to our International October Practicum Code Jam stream. My name is William Chute. I'm a graduate of the Web Dev program. I am a JavaScript researcher and developer, and I'm also a Practicum Sprint Master here and the host of these Code Jam events. So I'm really glad everyone could join us today. This event is really special. It's huge. We've done a few Code Jams before, but this is the first time we've gone international. So we have students from the US in web development and in Israel in web development, as well as the UX and UI design students from Russia. And we put them all together, and we're really excited to see what they've made. So our participants were divided into teams of 3 with 2 web developers and 1 design student. And they were challenged to create an MVP, or a minimum viable product, for a digital service that could benefit us during the COVID-19 pandemic times. The teams could come up with their own idea, really anything tangentially related, or they could use one of the ideas that we gave them for inspiration. So this Code Jam started back on Monday, just a few days ago, and our teams had 5 days to make their project. So this is a pretty tight deadline, but we're still very, very excited to see what people did and how their creativity came out. So our design students created the design on Figma, which is a popular interface prototyping tool. And then they took their design and they sent it to the web dev students, and the web dev students, of course, coded the minimum viable product. So during the following week, after the stream, all of our judges are going to be reviewing the product's code and the design and sort of grading them and giving feedback to the contestants. And then today, all of the contestants are going to be making presentations and showing us sort of what they've done and how their product works. At the end of this, of course, we'll accumulate all of the scores from our grading of the code and grading of the presentation, and then we'll be presenting the results and the winners next week on Monday, October 18th, where we'll have another stream just like this, and we'll discuss with some of the teams how they've done and announce the winners. So we would love to see you again next week, but for today, this is all about the contestants, the participants, the coders, and the designers. So with that very short introduction, hello again. I see we have quite a few people on stream. So we're going to go in order here. And if anyone on Lady Gagarin team, I hope I'm saying that right, is here, we're going to start with you. So feel free, if you're on Lady Gagarin, that would be Sarah, Tanya, or Anastasia. If you're here, you can unmute and talk. And this is your time to present your project. We should be able to give you screen share abilities so you can share your screen. And the floor is yours.
Hi.
Hey.
I will share my screen. Okay, Sarah, you can start.
Yes. Okay, so welcome to Travelable. The coronavirus pandemic has had a big impact on various aspects of our lives, including travel. Unfortunately, traveling has become a lot more difficult and more expensive. Now, before you go somewhere, you need to research exactly what restrictions your destination has. What if you don't have a specific destination? Should you just keep tabs on every location until you find one that's suitable? It's not convenient at all. So we've developed a product that will help you to discover what restrictions there are more quickly and easily, and show you where you can go according to the parameters that you select. So far, our product has been developed only for the USA, but in the future, we plan to develop it for the whole world. Let's take a look.
Travelable app uses React. We created the map chart using React Simple Maps. If you want to find a place to go in the United States with or without restrictions, all you need is to select the filter you are interested in. So, okay. Check the checkbox and the map will display the states that fit your needs or clear filters. Why? So, the list of available states with top rated places will be displayed below. We have also added integration with Booking.com and Airbnb.com for monetization and user convenience. The user can go straight to the website to search for accommodation and flights. States restriction data is hard-coded at the moment. We are planning to send requests to a third-party API and to receive the data from official COVID-related websites there. Also, we plan to develop our project and add new features such as expand the variability of situation. Different types of trips, different countries, different vaccines. Personal account in order to receive notifications about changes to restrictions. Adds information about testing when and where you need to pass the PCR test for it to be valid. Adding a version for the visually impaired and an option to change language. Selection not only by filters, but using search bar. Yeah, and clicking on map to get the list of restrictions in the selected location. Also, we plan to add the ability to subscribe to be updated about our app changes. Yeah. Now I will let Sarah continue.
So we think that our product will greatly simplify the life of those who love to travel in this difficult period of time. At the minimum, it's useful for us as we love traveling and we've experienced these problems ourselves. It takes a lot of time and effort to search for all the relevant information on restrictions in the location that we plan to visit. So we believe that our product will help make life a little easier and better. Thank you.
Awesome. That is really cool and a great presentation. I really appreciate it. As someone who I literally got my passport right when Corona started, and obviously haven't had a chance to use it, but I definitely have run into the problem of trying to figure out where I'm even allowed to go nowadays. So awesome idea and great presentation. Thank you so much. Up next, we're going to have the Space Camels. These contestants, Jake, Dan, and Alexandra, they were unable to be here today, so I'm going to share my screen. They prepared a video ahead though, so let's see. Hopefully this is visible to everyone. Let me just make sure I'm sharing my audio as well. I think by default it should. Here we go. Share computer center. Okay. Here are the Space Camels. Audio coming through.
Hi everyone, I'm Jake. I worked with Dan and Alexandra to build bird songs. The motivation behind this app was to help folks stay grounded during the pandemic. A lot of folks couldn't get outside because they were stuck in their houses during lockdown. And so we thought it might be a nice idea to bring people the great outdoors in the comfort of their own homes. So what this app allows people to do is to choose locations anywhere in the United States, and then the app will go and find bird calls of birds recently located in those areas and play the sounds back to them on a loop and a nice quiet sound with a nice pretty backdrop behind it that the users can also choose. So I'll give you a quick tour of the landing page that we've got here. We've got our hero and then our about section, and then as we scroll down, this is where the functionality comes in, and this is where we can choose a destination that is preloaded, or we can enter our own location. So I'm going to enter a location, and when I do this, I'll 3846, when I click submit, this app will go and find the calls of birds and load us into a player and play sounds of birds recently spotted in Jackson, New Hampshire. So soothing. There it is. So I'll pause this so you can hear me talk and show you around a little bit. You can like or unlike those sounds. If you click on the birds, you can see the bird icon. You can see the birds that are recently found. And if you click on these, this will take you to a page that has more information about the sound and the information about the bird. If you're feeling lucky, you can shuffle some options that you can pick here. Those options you can see here, and those are the zip code that you entered before and then the landscape. So I'll enter a new one here. I'll do 06880, and then I'll go to the beach. And then when I hit submit, we're going to load the finder again in just a second. And now in Westport, Connecticut, we have a beach backdrop and some different birds, and those birds we can find here. So that's kind of fun. If I want to find a new image of a beach, I can hit these arrows, and I can pause the audio there. I can bring this back to the main page and you can see a little bit more information. So that's the app. How does this all work? So when the user picks the zip code or the environment, we'll start with the zip code. The zip code hits an API called eBird, which is like a social network for people spotting birds in areas around the world. It will pick 4 birds recently spotted in those areas and then go to a different website, which is a large database of bird calls, find a call for each of those birds, and then take those sounds and load them into the player. When the person chooses the environment, we'll make an Unsplash search based on the query that they entered, and that image will get loaded as the background here. Pretty simple. So that's how it all works. Some tech that we used was React, styled components to make it all look good, and then some other NPM packages. And then a quick thing, the app also works on the phone. So you come here, go to the player, view things in landscape if you want, play it, make a new query. There it is. Thanks everybody, appreciate it, and good job. Bye.
Great. Let's see. Go. Where are my? Oh, sorry. Trying to find my screen sharing controls. So that was the Space Camels, presented by Jake, who also worked with Dan and Alexandra. Very cool application, great design. I really appreciate showing us how it worked with the APIs and sort of the background there. Very cool stuff. So next is Array of Light. We have Edward, Devin, and Lena. Anyone here on the call?
Hello, it's Lena. I'm really sorry. I think I'm facing some troubles with the internet connection. So if something breaks down, I guess my teammates will help with going on with the presentation. They have all the materials. But for now, hello, October Jam. My name is Lena. I'm Team Array of Light, UI UX designer. And our team finally proudly presents a service which is determined to help people to be close to each other during the pandemic. So I'll share my screen right now, just a moment. So here comes Smiley. We recalled our own lockdown experience. For example, in Moscow, it lasted for 3 months. And in order to keep in touch with friends, we had ordered each other stuff from various delivery services. But just ordering a pizza to your friend or a relative isn't enough to give the impression of being near despite the pandemic. So our team came up with an idea. A postcard with important words enclosed to this delivery would be the best way to help sharing feelings. So Smiley is a postcard creating web app, free and easy to use, fun and helpful at the same time. Very soon you'll see how it all works live. for now, just keep in mind that the idea is about finding partner shops at the addressee's location with their own delivery services and transferring our user to the partner's online shop. Of course, with a ready-made postcard, which got uploaded to the cloud image storage. Now, it is a code which just needs to be added to the special input at checkout, like a promo code. So SmileLivery's partner gets the order, prints out the postcard from the cloud image storage according to the received code, puts the card into an envelope for safety, and encloses it to the order itself. Thus, the person you wanted to cheer up will be surprised not only by the gift, but also by the postcard with the words you wanted to say to them. And that postcard can be kept as a memory as well. SmileLivery is not only for the customers. It is also determined to help all small businesses who have their own delivery services survive the pandemic, as SmileLivery works as an advertisement platform. All they need to join our SmileLivery family is a colored printer, postcard paper, and envelopes according to the same standards for all partners. Pay functions like exclusive templates or fonts and paid participation may also appear, but for now, SmileLivery is meant for support and encouragement. Also, SmileLivery can be a platform for not so well-known artists to show their talents. We may cooperate and add templates with their works, sharing their context so they can get more audience. As future functions, creating a profile will be the first to appear, so the user won't have to enter the same addresses again. Can go through order history anytime and get special deals. Also, supporting other languages and supporting all types of devices is really important. And our users will be able to add handwritten signatures or even the whole text in handwriting, just like a real postcard. Uploading a photo as a template is planned to be added as well. While working over the design, I, as a UI UX designer, got inspired by vintage postcards like from the 60s. And the color scheme is light, cheerful, cozy, and reminds of Christmas, time of smiles and giving presents. And now I'm handing the lead over to my teammate, David, who's going to show you what SmileLivery is all about. David, please.
Hi, everyone. So I just want to share my screen. Okay, Lena, you have to stop sharing.
Yeah, I guess. Just did it.
All right.
There you go.
All right, can we see my screen?
That's good.
All right. So we split this project into two separate parts. Great design from Lena. Edward and I basically took turns on working at different sections. So Edward basically worked on the landing page itself, which would just give an introduction, how it works, and link to some of our partners. And just plain and simple, straight to the point. This was built basically using HTML, CSS, and a little bit of JavaScript in order to get things working here. All right, so allow basic things like contact, options for new partners to join in. So we had all these forms that would come in and do all this. And then it linked actually to the app itself. So here's a run through of how the app should work like. So initially, the user would select a location. Ideally, this should be something like a Google Maps module embedded into it. Had a bit of trouble with the API calls for the MVP, but it should show participating partner shops within the area of the recipient, at least close by. So ideally at this point, we'd select a shop or select a location, and you get a list of the shops that would be available to the user there. So you basically would select the shop, and then from here, you'd get to pick your design or create your design. For the MVP, we just had 3 templates available for the postcard, but ideally we would have some more, like Lena said, with participating artists. And for full customization, allow users to upload his or her own images. So let's just try this here. We'd select the template and we go to create some text. All right, so from here we could add, some text to create the card. and hit save. And this would generate the card based on text that was entered and the template. At this point, you have the option of going back to add some more text, right? Picking another template, which should still maintain text. And in hitting finish, it would actually generate an image that could be shared. So this is actually like a bit of a PNG here. From here, you can either go back to edit or confirm which would create the code that would be used on the partner's website. This entire bit of the app was built with React. There was an external library called HTML to Canvas, which helped to create the actual image itself. And that's the basic functionality of Smile Livery to begin with. I'm going to hand it back to Lena.
All right, thank you, Devin. Well, what we have left to say is that in the change world, where people can't smile to each other like before because of masks and social distancing, smiles still can be delivered. Devin, can I ask you to show the presentation, please? Yep. So Smile Livery is here for you to assist with that. And Team Array of Light, thanks you all for watching, and we hope that the result of our teamwork delivered smiles to you all as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. A really great presentation and a really great idea. I like the incorporation of working with businesses and artists as well. And I also love the vintage style that you've gone with. It's very unique to see something like that in modern web dev. So really cool combination. Great job. So next we have Dev Divas. This is Shraddha, Carolina, and Natalia. Now, I believe they're unable to make the stream today, so we have another recording. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, and let's see here. We have, yep, the Dev Divas.
Okay. Hello. I want to say a few words about our MVP music service. And at first I say a few words about the work process and thank my teammates because it was not easy sometimes due to different time zones and full-time work. But we met daily in Zoom, Slack, and brainstormed in BigJam and enjoyed the process. Thank you, mates. So we decided on the MVP idea even before the code jam started because each of us found support in the music during the lockdown. So our product is a pairing music service that using specially selected playlists for the mood helps people feel a little better when they are sad and lonely. But the most important thing that our service does is that it enables people to help other people. At the beginning of MVP development as a designer, I analyzed the market, created a custom journey map, designed a user interaction scenario, and developed a wireframe for the future service, which was tested using hardware testing. The respondents took part of the hardware testing. Insights gained during testing helped improve our MVP and influence its future appearance. So we settled on a simple and friendly design, but added some specials to it. My colleague Shraddha will show you. Thank you.
Sure, I would share my screen now and show the app. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Hi, friends. So this is Shraddha, and we are part of team Divas, and I'm here to do a quick demo of the MVP that we created. So we went ahead to create an audio streaming web app that helps a user to select the songs on the basis of the mood. We decided to keep the name of the app as Pulse, and Natasha has created this very beautiful logo that we have used, and we liked it. So our web app is adaptive, and this is how it looks when you come to the homepage of the web app. As you can see, there is this beautiful animation going in the back of the homepage, and it just keeps changing the color. That kinds of syncs with the different taste of music that you would hear in the app. As you go up, you can see that the menu bar just kind of sticks at the top, and it changes the color according to the effect that we have on the home page. Next, the user is taken to the main part of the app where it's been asked, like, what is your mood today? How do you feel today? We have the option of sad, anxious, lonely, procrastinate, and happy. Suppose if I select lonely, the respective playlist is being highlighted. We haven't started playing the big playlist because we thought that it's not good to just bombard the user with this audio. Rather, we are highlighting the playlist and just giving a hint to the user that if you're feeling lonely, you could go ahead and listen to this playlist. So I would just play the this music player is making use of HTML audio element API. Using that, in this app, you are able to play and pause the music according to your mood. You can go forward and backward. Also, if I just want to play the next playlist, the previous one just pauses. The backward button we have given to listen to your favorite song again. There is the basic. There are a few of the playlists that has been disabled. If we click on that, the user is prompted with different plans and pricing. We have 3 plans: that basic, advanced, and best price. And the user is basically, they can choose which plan to subscribe to. We have not been able to develop the subscription option as of now, but we would look to develop this as part of the future improvements for sure. Then we have like how this entire process, this web app works. And then we have how can we help it. So if we go to how it works, it more explain about the MVP, that what we are about, how can we help, and how can the user help in this entire process. We have created this beautiful buttons that was suggested by Natasha, and it has this rainbow color backgrounds. You can come back to the home page. So basically, there are a few things that we have thought to take care if given a chance to do the future improvement. They are like API-based music search and play, user authentication and authorization to retain user selections and preferences, and to upload your own songs and tag relevant to modes. As of now, this entire product has been developed using HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. And we had a great time working together in different time zones. And all of us gave their best to it, and we loved it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Another really cool product. I thought it was interesting how they changed the design after the first round came through and got some feedback, and then went back and altered it. This is really common, working in teams and working in development, working with development teams. It's just going to happen. And it looks like their final result came back pretty cool. Very calming, very nice design. So next we have the head crab pilgrims. This is, I believe, Guy. Elhanan and Maria. So anyone from that team on the call?
Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm a UI UX design student. And now I will show my screen. Do you see it?
Not yet. Oh, there we go. Yes, we can see it. Looks good now.
For this gem, we choose a symptom tracker and created a mobile application that allows you to track them. The code tracker. That's our brief. And the target audience of our product is people who want to monitor the health who wanted to monitor their health. From this follow user stories. I, as a person who monitors my health, want to have an app that will help me track my condition. I want to quickly note the symptoms and get an answer, and I want to know more about my health. That's our CGM. And the most important thing that we know from the CGM, it's that app will be give helpful advice. It's the most interesting thing of our project. According to the idea, this app should become something that people use every day. So the design should not distract. It should be easy to perceive. That's why I didn't use a lot of colors. I did everything in a minimalist style. The most interesting feature of our app that after selecting the symptoms, the app will give useful recommendations according to your symptoms, or warn out you if something with you is wrong. And there is a feature called Doctor. I give the floor to the web developers. Thank you.
As for the more technical parts, we used mostly vanilla CSS except for normalized.css, vanilla JavaScript. But one of our future goals is to port everything to React, and then maybe use something like a React Native to turn it into an app that can run independent of browser. We hope at one of the design stages we were hoping to add a map we hope to add a map with hospital locations, but during research I realized that it requires access to Google Locations API, and that was not in our budget. So we had push it for the date, and at some point we hope to add a calendar that can by using you can either browse symptoms from previous dates or see news and tips from those dates. I actually found a useful library called the Vanilla Calendar, but as I said, I had to scrap that idea up. And that's it, Guy. Would you like to say something?
Hey there, you can't see me, but let me share my screen. Whoa. Hey, where's my screen? There it is. So Do you see my screen? I have too many screens.
Oh, we can see. We see the product on the left.
Yeah.
Is DevTools.
Ah, great. So we're focused on a web app for a mobile phone because it's like the most logical thing to do, that people will track their symptoms and get their news on their phones and not on their computers. So I will just demonstrate the basic functionality of the project. Basically, this is the home screen that you can see the latest news, open in a pop-up and get tips, like relevant new tips, and on the same pop-up. And if you want to add symptoms, so you can press here, type in your weight, sleep, how many cups of water you have, and just select symptoms and your mood, and that's basically it. During the project, I've discovered the most hard things for developer. I think it's like taking all the ideas and realizing when you need to stop and start working on it, or eventually you will have like a bunch of ideas and nothing to show. So I think that was the most important thing from all the project, learning how to focus on few things and make them the best. So that's it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, that's a really great piece of advice, especially when you're developing a project for your own or with a small team. You know, you can have as many ideas as you want, but until you actually start making something, you don't really have anything. So it's definitely good to balance depth versus breadth when you're coding a project like this. But great job. Awesome. I really appreciate also doing a mobile design. That's really unique. And it does offer its own challenges, and it's just a great learning opportunity. So good job. And next, let's see, where did Zoom go? Okay, here we go. So next, that was the head grab pilgrim. So next we have the ternary trio. We have Minash and Avina. And then it looks like the third was Kidan, but unfortunately they couldn't participate. So this is a team with 2 people. So keeping that in mind, let's see what they have. Either of you on the stream now able to share?
Yeah, hello. Now I will demonstrate my screen. Так, so now. Sorry, I have one technical problem for screaming.
No, it's all good.
Так. Sorry. Can we give you a presentation after one team?
Sure, absolutely, we can do that. Let's.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's no problem. Go ahead and get set up and we'll come back to you in a minute, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So with that being said, if Team Lemonade is here and prepared, we can go ahead with you. We have Sarah, Netta, and Yana. Anyone?
I'm here.
Great, okay.
Hi.
We'll go ahead.
Hi. All right, let me just clear my screen. Sorry, it's making me quit and reopen. So we'll see what happens. Hold on.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead. This is part of programming and development as technical difficulties. In fact, I'm reminded every day at work when my boss tells me that something else doesn't work, that's why I have a job. If we coded something and it worked perfectly, then my job would be done 6 months ago. So it's all good. Okay. Looks like Sarah's coming back into the Zoom. Second time's the charm.
Okay.
Awesome. We are seeing
Perfect.
Lemonade.
Wonderful. So hello, everyone. Today I am showcasing Lemonade, which is designed by Yana Novikova and developed by Neda Hadar Itzhak and Sarah Edison. So many people have experienced, many people have experienced fear, anxiety, stress surrounding contracting COVID-19, but people are also dealing with isolation, unemployment, loss of contact with friends and family. And the World Health Organization describes a demand for increased mental health services based on the direct and indirect consequences of COVID-19. So since today is World Mental Health Day, I'm happy to share that our team decided to create a platform to address mental health concerns specifically brought on due to COVID-19. We wanted to find a way to connect people who had contracted the virus with those willing to offer comfort and support. Many people have heard the phrase, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and we wanted to create a project to offer positivity. We use this idiom as a starting point for our design, and we named the platform Lemonade. This design choice gave the platform a bright, sunny, and welcoming color palette. And after users are welcomed by the landing page, they can click the Let's Try button to explore the platform features. So it includes 4 key features. There's a place for those affected by COVID-19 to seek help from their peers. They can connect with medical help online. There's a COVID digital diary where you can track symptoms and write about your experiences. And there's a place for you to sign up to help others, to offer comfort, connection, and cheer to people who are suffering from COVID-19. So we decided to focus on the Ready to Help feature, which allows users to choose a person who signed up to receive help. And after they register for the platform, they will see this page, and you can shuffle through different profiles to chat with them, share jokes, memes, songs, click the buttons, and it has a familiar feel to other social applications, so it gives it kind of a familiar, welcoming aesthetic. So this is that page. And then this is some of the marketing materials that were developed, as well as a mobile view and landing page. So I will show you the, let's see if this will let me go. Stop the share and show you the actual build. So for the build, we used HTML, CSS, and a little JavaScript. And our team came together quickly to address this challenge. So we brainstormed several different ideas, and we kind of arrived at this iteration, which was a combination of several of our ideas. And since we're all at different stages in our learning, we split up the work to play to our strengths. And working directly with a designer was really helpful to smooth that process. It was nice to be able to take each other's feedback, come back to it, and make adjustments to arrive at this current iteration. So this is the platform. And then this also will take you to this support page where you can cycle through. So if you're looking for a way to improve mental health and connect with others who have suffered from COVID-19, check out the Lemonade platform. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Great. Really cool design. I like the I like the bold colors and Lemonade, and then the UI looked really interesting. So and that was a good point that you mentioned about playing to your strengths, doing what you know. It seems to have worked out great for you. So awesome. Thank you, Team Lemonade. Let's see here. Ternary Trio, are you ready? Is your systems go? Is it working now?
Hi again. Now I will try to share my screen again. I hope that it will be cool. So let's start. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Hi again, my name is Avina. I'm a UX UI designer, and let me introduce our project. So we have created a chatbot. It's a virtual bar with virtual bartenders. And so how it's work? Stressed users sitting at home, working at home, having some stress in lockdown, in a pandemic, will can chat with this app and complain to virtual bartender all their problems. So it works like that. You can see in screen funny bartender. So it's idea, and now I would like to show you my design prototypes. So we have a web version and mobile version. Here you can see UI kit. So let's start with web version. Firstly, user go to login page where user can enter their personal data and login. If user forget the password, user can go to the password recovery page and enter the email, and in this email address, user can get a password. So if user is didn't sign in, user can to sign up and enter the personal data, username, password, email, age, and so confirm password and sign up. After this deal, user go to the main page. It's a chatbot with virtual bartender, but now it is not bartender here. It is just soul bar stuff. By this page, user can get instructions about how soul bar works. After that, user can go to menu and click here and choose the bartenders. There are 3 bartenders with 3 trait of characters. It's motivating Mary, sympathetic Sam, and wise waiting. After choosing the bartender, a user go to the chat with chosen bartender. So I forgot to say you that user can forget the password. So if it happens, user can go to change password page, and so change password. Enter the old password, new password, and again new password. Here you can see pop-ups about successful passwording. Also, we have a mobile version. Content is the same. You can see location of content. So and UI kit. It's just a technical content. Now I would like to give word Minasha. It's developer. So Minasha. So now I will again.
Oh yeah, Minasha, we cannot hear you if you're trying to talk.
I can do this. So.
It's okay. Let's see if Minasha can
yes.
microphone or.
So так.
Yeah, still no audio, Menasha, unfortunately.
Is everything okay? You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, we can see your screen. I don't know if Menasha is trying to. I can see.
We can hear Menasha. So,
yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like you're not muted, so it might be just a microphone issue. Let's see. Yeah, now you're muted.
Something happened.
Unmuted. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe Zoom is not recognizing his microphones, unfortunately. Oh, but we can see the screen, so that's good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good. Well, unfortunately, since we can't hear you, we can see. So if you would like to display anything or show interactivity, what are we looking at here? Writing objects. So, well, this appears to be the login screen, of course. It looks great. Obviously, sign in, sign up, forgot your password. Let's see. One thing that I was going to say, this is going to all web developer students, and I guess this applies to dev students as well. I was actually just reading an article this morning about having your sort of demo projects on your portfolios. If you do have a sign up or a sign in like this, it's totally fine, but it's recommended to have a bypass for either recruiters or job managers or whoever's looking at your resume and looking at your personal website. If you just have a button that's able to bypass the sign in, it's nice to know that you can make a sign in, but a lot of the times hiring managers don't want to take the time to log in and go through the process. So just having a little extra button, especially since it's just a demo product, it's not, a full-fledged website. But yeah, that is highly recommended. So. There, I can't tell. I think Minash is explaining away, but unfortunately, we still cannot. Still can't hear Manasha. So, unfortunately, more technical difficulties. Oh, we can hear something.
Can you hear me now? Is that?
Oh, there we go. We're good. Okay. I was talking to the web dev students about having a sign in on your portfolio site. But anyway, no, we can hear you now. So go ahead, say whatever.
Okay, so that. So I have to practice. I have to open it before I see it. Okay, so basically, I want you to imagine that you are doing a co-jam. You're 3 people in a team, and then one of the people, for family reasons, for correct reasons, but has to leave. And
Right.
Then you have a that you found out on a Thursday, the day before the deadline, and you find out that your 10-year-old daughter, who's has gone quarantine because one of her classmates is now has corona, and you find out that you look at it in this corner of the screen, and you can see that this is a Git push that's been going on for about an hour now.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that you decide you're going to make a chatbot, and you can do it. You're going to train it. You're going to have it say words, and it's going to answer according to what people need. And then how do you do that? Basically, you say, like, it'll say, it'll have particular answers. So how old are you, and how, how everything's going, and you build this great thing using like the Django and using Python and using even HTML, CSS, all these different things. And then you find out that, as you were talking about before, that you want to have the ability to send out emails and passwords and user authentication, but there's something called DMARC. And for DMARC, you're not allowed to have your own, like a free email. You have to actually use an email from like a company, and only that way can you get the thing to actually send it. So basically what happens is you find that out, and then you find out that there's something called TensorFlow. And TensorFlow, for some reason, has something called AVX2FMA, all these different things, and then it for some reason does not want to work. So you're now trying to take care of all the styling and the building of the main website. All this stuff is making you absolutely crazy. But the problem is that your wife and kids have no idea what you're talking about. So in order to help them, you need to have something like this. You need to have basically a chatbot that actually shows you what the basic can talk to, and then again, you can say whatever you want. You can have different types, as like the angry person who says like that jerk, or the person who is supportive and oh, that must be hard for you, or the person who's wise will tell you like what to do. All the different things that you can put in basically the generic terms of it, basically listen to you, but then you get to vent, and you have no worries that the person is going to actually find out, like your boss or anything else, because they don't share. So just to be real quick, I'll just go very quickly. I'm not sure about the timing yet, but I'll go very quickly. Basically, someone could say this. Let's say for someone who wants to sign up on this place, they can, let's just call them, I don't know, Sharon S. And we'll give them, we'll get the freaking Sharon and Sigal, and we'll give them a test email. We'll make them 33. Give them like a simple password. Actually, no, we'll do this. Securely generated one. We'll get that. Just make it easier. Then we'll sign them up. Now the problem is that, let's say he forgot his password. So basically you just got to use the email again. And then of course, once you have Darka, that's a different thing. But now you can actually go in here because you're using Django and actually has an email thing. And from here, we're just gonna copy this out. And this will now set a new password. So we'll just like, make it like, I don't know. Now you change the password, I'm gonna save that. And we'll actually go back. But basically, the main thing, you see now, then you have more issues. Now the cool thing about the Django, which I'll make it real quick, is that basically you can now actually mess around with it in the admin page, all these different things. So basically what you have here is you have ways to change passwords, to go and interact with the user so the user can actually be remembered and has, it's called private, of course, because of Django. And basically what you need after this, all this is a real drink, and that will come later. So this is basically, after all the different things that happened, this is basically as far as we got to at this point. So it's still fun. It's a story for the kids, and we'll, enjoy it. But yes, it's fun.
Great. Awesome. Well, I appreciate your story. I appreciate you showing what you were able to accomplish. And yeah, as someone, I'm also studying machine learning and TensorFlow. I have to make a presentation next week for that. It's very complicated. It can get in the weeds very quickly. And it's very impressive to even attempt to do something like that within a week. And then I did see, your Git push was upwards of a gig, which, GitHub, perhaps not the best repository for massive files like that. And then also working with Django, crazy.
Yeah, apparently you have to have more git ignore files than I did.
Yep. Git ignore is critical. It's critical. But once again, awesome. Great job, team. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, so next, we've done Lemonade, we did Ternary Trio. Studio Inbox. Zamira, Sharon, Olga, anyone from that team on the stream?
Good evening, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sounds good.
All right, let's begin. First of all, Menashe gave me the great compliment of being 33, but I'm actually a web development student of 41 years old. And the other members of my team are Olga Kovalenko, who's our designer, and Zmira Kaheti, who's our other web developer. So let's start talking about our little project. Hold on, let me just share my screen. All right. So after a short brainstorming meeting, we decided to focus on an MVP that is basically a service that provides parents and their children a monthly subscription or a one-time purchase of educational and fun kits. These educational kits would vary every month from different subjects. We focused on 3 this time: science, arts, and, and nature. And these would also vary depending on the child's age, which the parents can pick from. They can also pick a single time purchase. So we came up with this name after a few variations that we looked for something that is for our little treasures, meaning our children, and little treasures as in like little treasures, like little gems of knowledge. And so we came up with this name and this logo, which is like utilizing the X marks the spot on any respectable treasure map. So enough about the concept. Let's see the actual thing. A second. Okay. So we wanted to create a single page website and show the most relevant information about the service. Our designer based the concept on the parents as a target audience, but also added like a hint of childish playfulness and in the color scheme. The flow includes the different age groups that you can pick from. You get information about the different kits that you can acquire, what they provide, like examples. And also we created like just a front end, like the first part of the order form, which you can select, and it's fully functional. Like it's not fully functional, but it has like a validation. So basically, this entire website, like technically speaking, this entire website was created with vanilla CSS. We created all our stylings. We tried using an outside, like a library called print.js, which worked perfectly. But then when we tested it on mobile, we saw that it doesn't really work. So we wanted to present these free examples from the kits that you can basically download and see for yourself what like a few examples of writing mazes, origami stuff that you can play with your child, and or give them the time to try it out themselves. And where was I? So technically the whole website was done with vanilla CSS. We used BEM, the method BEM, and we used a lot of custom JavaScript. We did a lot of functional programming as well as object-oriented programming, but mostly object-oriented programming. And that's pretty much it.
Great. Well, I appreciate the presentation. It looks really good. This is, I'd like to point out an example. You were saying its target audience is for parents, but it's about children. And I think the design is really good in that the design complements the product and the material. So the use of colors, the use of the the light fonts and rounded edges, it works very well together. So great job.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Studio in Box. Next up, we have Team GM. Looks like Gil, Amit, and Maria. Once again, anyone here on the call? If not, it's okay. We can go to the next team. Just checking. Okay. So no Team GM right now. Next is the searcher.
No, I'm here. I'm here from Team. Yeah, sorry.
No, no problem. That's why I gave you a minute. Just make sure in case you're muted. So go ahead, take the floor.
So can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sounds good.
Okay, and one moment. I will share my screen. Just a minute. Yeah. So can everyone see the screen? It's shared now. Yeah, where it's saying just travel. Everyone see that? Okay, good. So I'll start. So hello, my name is Amit, and I worked with Maria and Gil. Okay, so I will start with the problem. Actually, it's a bit similar to the first project that represented here today. So people want to travel during the Corona time, and first people don't know that they can travel, and they don't know where they can travel. And when they want to travel, there is a lot of bureaucracy that people must do it before they travel. And by bureaucracy, I meant more in the airport, people must doing Corona test or to get vaccinated or to stay in a quarantine when they arrive and things like that. So we came with our solution. This is this simple application. So when the user gets in the application, he can see the map where he can go or to search it. But we have the feature of recommended now. And when the user click it, so you can see which places are most recommended at the moment. I mean, and yeah, it's worked by less restrictions. Most things are open and by the season and changing all the time by the numbers and the details. Or the user can simply type the name of the place that you want to go to. So when the user get a decision where he wants to go to, he can just press it, and then he will get informed about this place by three main things. You will get informed. What he need to get with him to the airport, which bureaucracy, Corona test, he need to get vaccinated, or maybe he need nothing. That's the first thing. The second thing is what is open over there, restaurants, pubs, nightclubs, or also nothing. And what he need to get with when he come back home. Because also when he come back home, probably he will be need to make some bureaucracy. And yeah, it can be zone travel can be very frustrated. Personally, I flew a few times during the last year, and it can be very difficult. And people must be very prepared before they get to the airport during this time. So when he gets informed and everything is fine, he can start his journey. And this is the application. Mostly.
Awesome.
Keep travel. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. This looks really cool. I love the design. I love the giant background images on websites. It just makes it feel very, very full. And yeah, it looks awesome. So similar idea used by.
The same idea.
Yeah, but totally different implementation, totally different style, and totally different methodology. So great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Team GM. So next is the searchers. We have, let's see.
Hello.
Hi. Let's see, is that Alexei, Gilad, or Ilya?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'll start. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Oh, real quick, the previous team, do you mind unsharing your screen? This is Amit. Okay, perfect. Should be all good now.
Okay. Well, hello again. My name is Ilya. I'm a developer, a wannabe developer from Israel. My teammates Alexei is a designer from Moscow, and Gilad is also a developer and also from Israel. And we developed an application that allows citizens to receive city services, which are still unavailable online and require personal presence, to receive them using our page. Usually it's about submitting documents, and our application allows to just submit a digital version of those documents for approval, and actually inspired by true events. My parents, they're senior citizens, and they were unable to get those. Usually they bring a pile of documents to the city hall offices, and that's how we came up with this idea. And Gilad is going to share his screen and show what we made. Gilad, are you with us? Oh, it's a little bit different than I remember. Okay, Gilad.
Hey, Gilad, we can see your screen. If you're trying to talk, though, we can't hear any audio yet.
Oh yeah, the screen kind of changes when you try to share the screen. So yeah, okay. I just have all the Zoom overlays. Okay. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Sounds good
Yes,
now.
Okay, nice. So basically, we created a website for a city. We named the city of Practicum, and yeah, and basically we can do a lot of things that we would do in a municipality. So like filling out forms for if you need to lower your taxes or get discounts or home assistance, so stuff you would need to do and to come personal and do it. But basically here you can do it online. Now, one of the things that we wanted to implement is the more people there will be in this basically a city, the more services we will need to provide, and the harder it will be to find those services and to fill out those forms. So we have a search that basically filters out all the forms that we have, for example. The way that the search also works is you can search for a specific category. Let's say if you're a senior citizen, you can look for all the forms for the senior citizens, or if you want something specific like a discount, you can basically look for it and it will find the subcategories within the cards and delete all the other subcategories within that card. We created a form for it as well. The form has very basic form validation. In the personal ID, we can only fill out the numbers because it's an ID. And if you don't, and it has a specific limit, like you need to do 9 digits for it to work. You can also share files if you need to for your form. and we have this message of like a pop-up coming up when you submit the form. That's the basic functionality of the site.
Awesome, great. Yeah, really cool. I like how quick the search is. It's like instantaneous and looks really good. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so now, okay, I stopped the share.
Yeah, absolutely. And cheers to the city of Practicum, right? Good idea. So next is the, let's see, that was the searchers. So we're on Good Enough Technologies. Very ambitious name here. This is Simon, Nitsan, and Katerina. Anyone on the stream?
Yes, hello, this is
Hey.
Simon. I was one of the developers on our project, which we called Study Buddy. Let me just share my screen real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So our project idea came from when we thought about that during the pandemic, people spend longer time at home, they have more free time. So they might want to pick up a new hobby or a skill. But sometimes it sucks to study things alone, especially if you're at your pace kind of course that you do alone. And going on traditional social medias, like for example, like for example, for web development, like Stack Overflow or some Discord groups, it might be hard to make a personal connection with somebody and find somebody that you can connect with and start learning with. Also, it can be a little bit uncomfortable to just go into somebody's DMs if you don't know if they're actually up to starting learning with somebody. So we made this service called Study Buddy, where basically what you do is you go on the website. This design was made by Katie. We went with a very minimalistic design, so you can clearly see where all the buttons information is. So you get a list of people. At first, when you just load up the page, it's randomized. And you have these categories that you can sort by. These categories are scalable infinitely, so you can add as many potentially in the future, as many categories as you want. But let's say I want to find somebody who learns design because that's what I'm interested in. And I'm a beginner. I haven't been through much yet. And I want to go with somebody who is a guy because that's who I connect with more. I click the search and then we get a list of people that match these requirements. And so the next thing I can do is if I want to find out a little bit more about the person, so I would click on their profile and I would get a little bit more about them and their interests, so I can potentially bond over those things. And so if I choose I want to message that person, I would click on the little mail icon. Then a chat will pop up. Just move the Zoom panel. And so you can send a message. You will get the time when you start a message. You can keep track. And then you can say, hello, I would like study. And you will send the message. And so we'll give Jerome here a little bit of time to reply. And so we can go to, let's say, Floyd and just say, hey, bro, what's up? And maybe wait for him to reply. And then we can always close the message chat so it doesn't interrupt us. We can go a little bit more down, maybe see some success stories from some people who were registered before. And if we want to go back to the to the chat and talk to some more people, we can also, let's say we can open up Robert here and can say hello to him. And so all of our chats are saved, obviously. So we can go between the chats and we can see if they replied yet, if they haven't replied yet, and basically see if they're interested or not. So we were going to implement a chat menu because obviously it's a lot more comfortable to be able to go between the people you're already chatting with, but sadly we were a little bit short on time, but we are planning to add this in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We feel like this is a very unique project because we haven't seen anything like this when we searched on Google. And I feel like it can be useful to a lot of people.
Great, thank you so much. I really like the idea. I've definitely taken a few online classes in the last few years. So yeah, very great idea. And also, I will say a chat app is a fantastic idea for web developer portfolios. That one looks really good. So something like that is always a great idea to incorporate. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so next, let's see, let me make sure I have these recordings here. Okay, so next we're going on to the camel bears. This is Bar, Alan, and Costa. They're unable to be here today, so they have pre-recorded their demonstration. Let's see here. Okay, let me move this up here. And let's go ahead.
Hello everyone, Camel Bears team here. It's Friday evening. We recently sent our project links. We did it 1 minute before deadline, usual story. It was 5 crazy days, but we have a lot of fun and pumped our skills a lot. We named Camel Bears, Camel, Bear, Israel, Russia, I think you understand. By there we have another meaning, the name. Camel Bears, Camel Case. Style writing something there in the code. Hope you know. Pretty cool. Have you seen our logo? Of course you saw. 10 seconds ago. By the way, I made it. Where it is? Isn't very. That's they teach us on Practicum, on design program. This style called brutalism. I think it's cool. And let's begin. There are 2 cool web developers in our team, Alan and Bar, and I am a UX UI designer Costa. We present the home kitchen project. By the way, I also made this logo. Have you seen how cool the chef's knight is drawn? However, my wife said it was more like a fat guy or pregnant woman. She doesn't understand anything about design. This is concept of our online restaurant model. There you can order recreation of your favorite dish from childhood. First I tell you how we came to this idea. Cafe and restaurants were closed during the COVID. Some companies were able to survive due to delivery, but many had closed permanently. We are worried that a lot of chefs are out of work. On the other hand, because of COVID, many people who work in big cities or in other countries in general have been locked away from home. They have not been home for a long time and miss their relative, feel lonely. And we did research and found out that most of us have favorite dish from childhood, but we either don't know how to cook it all, or we can't repeat the same mom's recipe in any way. We decide to make such a model of an online restaurant, which allow you to give new jobs as chef and at the same time make happier people who are far from home. Home kitchen, feel like home, even be far away. Let's tell you how it works. Imagine you work in a big city, you have good salary, a lot of work, you don't cook food at home, and you are a little tired of hustle and bustle, and you are lonely, and you miss your family. So we find a main idea. You tell us about your favorite dish from childhood. Our chefs do a lot of work to repeat this dish. We can even call your grandmother to find out the details of cooking your favorite pie. We keep the recipe and now you can order it for yourself whenever you want and enjoy the tests. This is not a cheap service, but an individual service, and you will get an excellent result. And the secondary idea, in addition, we are open to wider masses of customers. We have a permanent menu with the affordable prices of 4 dishes, but these dishes also have a trick. These are all favorite dishes of our friends that we made for them. These are dishes from all over the world with an interesting history of appearance and unique taste. And the bonus, how you can make money. And another small feature, how you can earn with us. If you order your personal dish from us, it is not available to all our customers, but you get a link where your friends can order your dish. If it becomes popular and there are more than 50 orders, it can get into our menu, and we will receive royalties from the sales of our website. I will show you our service. This is a header where we show the hottest promotion dishes. It's a slider. And next is a section about restaurant. Then our unique menu. Very cool dishes are presented. Each has its own cool story of appearance and price and country where we're from. And next is a form of for ordering your own dish. You leave your name and phone, and push the button "Let us make my dish," and you see things. Your request is accepted. We will contact you. You can refresh form, send again. Okay, next section is video, how it works. By the way, I also start here. And the next section is our chefs. In our service, there should be a lot of chefs who have different skills of cuisines around the world. It's slider. Nice. And we see footer with contacts and the social media. And at the end, thank you for your attention. And at last, let's see our promo video. Welcome to the home kitchen. Somebody call us a restaurant, somebody call us a delivery. I believe we are a company who makes your life better. How it works? You tell us about your favorite dish from childhood, grandma's salmon pie or Aunt Nina's pancake, which you haven't tasted for many years. Our chefs select the recipe for your meal. It gets into your personal menu and you can order it for the holidays. In addition, if your dish becomes popular, it will be included in our main menu and you will be able to receive royalty from the sales of your dish. You can also try the popular dishes of our friends. They can be ordered on our website. Home kitchen. Feel like home, even be far away.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. That's an awesome presentation, really cool product, and very well executed. Awesome. It's going to be hard to top that presentation. That was pretty good, and very funny personality on that dude. Okay, so next is the Fire Ducks. We have Raul, Alex, and Ivan. Once again, they have a presentation down here. So we're going to go ahead and get this one started.
Hello, Earthlings. Greetings, Earthlings. We are the Fire Ducks, and today we present the Flip and Walk project. The Flip and Walk project is a social network for people who want to travel, love to travel, want to experience new things, but they cannot do so abroad because of the restrictions of COVID-19. Through this app, we offer the opportunity to share and watch videos of beautiful places within your country. Regarding the functionality of the project, the user selects their country, and for the places the user finds interesting, he can read a review and or watch a short video with additional information. The users can chat in the comments and discuss travel or ask questions. They can also like, comment, and share videos. This app is for active people who use social media and want to interact with others and influence the community. You can see here some of the functionality that we have. This is how a screen would look like once someone has logged in their account and has already added a video, and you can see comments, and this is, you know, there's like interaction. We can, for example, we can like, we can hide the titles, show you how it works. This is the login screen. This is how we start. And this is basically how a post looks like. You can like, unlike, high titles, as I said previously. This is what it is. We have plans for further development. The application was designed on Figma and was developed using HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. Regarding our plans for further development, we plan to add the private messaging and discussion threads for the videos. We want to diversify the content by using streams and longer videos. We would also want to add filters in order to display the most relevant videos for each individual user. That's it about the app. Thank you all for the wonderful opportunity and for your time. We are Ivan, Alexander, and Raul, and we are the web development and design students. I want to wish luck to all teams, and I really hope that the Code Jam is the huge success we expect it to be. I'm saying goodbye for now, and good luck to everyone. Bye, guys.
Okay, another really cool application. To web dev students, I love the background use of videos, and it's actually really not that hard to do. You can find some stock footage and then just use like a couple elements and a little bit of styling, and you can use background videos, or you can use videos for background elements on your pages, and it makes it look like that. It looks, you know, way more expensive and high budget than it actually is. So very cool design. Next up is the Pathfinders. Let's see if I have their video here. We have Artyom, Arnold, and Anastasia. So let's see what the Pathfinders came up with.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anastasia. I'm a member of Team Pathfinders, and I'm going to present you our project, Helper. Helper is a service that makes daily corona routine easier. From Helper, user can get statistics about current situation and their city, get easy access to their test results or to digital certificates, and also advices about how to travel safer. Members of our team are from 3 different countries, but fighting pandemic is important for all of us. So firstly, we wanted to build a statistic app, but we realized it's not enough. We want to add some features that make the product more useful. So we ask our friends and ourselves, what can make your life better now? What's annoying you in a corona routine? And from the answers, we highlight problems that our product should solve, some jobs that our product should do. Let me show. For example, here's the main page of Helper, and it looks like this. And main function here is showing statistics about the city where you live. But we also have friends which are worried if they met somebody who infected. So here, to solve this problem, we add a tracker that show if you met somebody with possibility of infection. So you can check it and be prepared and have no worries that you will infect some of your friends or family and so on. The other problems was about certification. In a lot of countries, people need certificates to get access to cafes, restaurants, and they always need to show it. And some of our friends losing this certificate and they can't find it in email or in a gallery if they made a screen. So we make the function where the users can just add certificates here and use it anytime. There is also possibility to download proof of vaccination. And of course, users can review it when it expires. And the third function is like for future. Corona now is the part of our everyday life, but we still want to live, we still want to travel, and we need to make it as safe as possible. So we add this function where travelers can just add country name and to get more information about it, like how to travel there, what's the rules in this country, I mean the corona rules, because they are different in different countries. They are different. So now in our product, and our helper will help users to get more information and in easier way. And the best thing that we collect all of this. It is important that all these functions are collected in one place, and the user doesn't need to jump between different applications. For convenient use, it is important to have access to the service at any place and time. And that's why we have both web and mobile. Mobile version is pretty simple as web. And because of mobile version, users get access to their data anytime without any stress. Well, it was first project of for our team, and of course we had difficulties, but in the end, because of teamwork, we made the product we wanted: easy to use, easy to get, and helping people in their everyday life. So that was our product. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoying it. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.
Sorry, I muted myself when I was taking a sip of my beverage. Anyway, another cool product, great design. I really like the design. And once again, working on mobile, a little extra effort there. Looks really cool. So after the Pathfinders, we now have We Be Jammin'. We Be Jammin' is Tiffany, Tristan, and Svetlana. So without further ado, the penultimate presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Svetlana. Our team, We Be Jammin', has created a project, I Love Charity. That's a local charity service that allows everyone to do good under any circumstances. So COVID-19 has had a huge impact on the local communities. Our lives have been changed over the past years, and we found ourselves in a bubble of our problems. And it's time when volunteers are needed more than ever because of the problems that may be now or as a result of COVID-19. So how can our service help? First, you can become a volunteer. Just press on the button Become a Volunteer on the main page and indicate what indicates an area of the charity that you want to do, and provide us with more information about you. Further, if you know someone who needs help, you can leave a request on our website. Just let us know more about the problem and add supporting documents. Also, regardless you're a volunteer or just a regular visitor of our service, you can make a donation for the projects that are close to you, that are close to your location and looks right for you. When you go to the project page, you can find more information about this project. You can check how many funds are raised and how many funds are still needed. To read news about the project, check videos, photos, just understand that the project is real. And on the same page, you can donate. You can make donations that are right for you. So that was our project of charity local service, and here you can make such important things with the simple actions. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Great. That was VV Jammin'. Once again, a very cool design. I appreciate the use of color. Just a very simple base with an accent color can create a really pretty and interesting design. So awesome job. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. And last but not least, we are on Code Chasers. So this is Sarah, Eric, and Alexandra, and I'm pretty sure, yes, I'm quite sure this is our final team. So let's see, where are we? Code Chasers.
My name is Sarah Weissman. I am a web development student living in the south of Israel.
My name is Eric. I'm a web development student. I live in the US.
Hello, I'm Alexandra. I'm the UX/UI student from Russia.
So we took the suggestion quite literally and searched for a solution that would provide a safe space for one in need of emotional support and a diary for personal insight. Well, what should our app include? Alexandra did a lot of research into app design, and once we agreed on a concept, she had our design ready in a day.
To understand what exactly people might need from our app, we came up with a person named Jane. Jane is a young woman working in a large company for several years. She invested a lot of her time and energy to that place. But lately, she feels more and more annoyed by her colleagues, and the career development doesn't look appealing to her anymore. She tried to talk to her friends and family about that, and they try to cheer her up, but they just don't seem to get her. So most of the time she feels lonely, tired, and angry, and she doesn't like that. She wants to feel happier, but she just doesn't know how to do that. After conducting some further research, we ended up with our project. Our app is a combination between a journal and a safe and supportive community. The first thing Jane would see in our app would be a little check-in where you can pick an emotion you're feeling right now and receive a little tip or advice for this particular emotion. Well, Jane felt lonely that day and she picked that emotion. After picking the emotion, Jane would receive the little cheering messages from the community generated based on the emotion that she picked. Jane herself can send little cheering messages to other users in the Leave a Message section. The thing about this function is that you cannot pick particular people you're sending these messages to, but you can pick the emotions those people are feeling. So Jane decided to leave a little cheering message to another lonely person. When people are ready to share, they can post that to like what happened to them or what emotions do they feel right now, and other people would be able to reply to those and together be a safe community. All saved emotions would be tracked in a journal where a person would be able to see information for last week or month. Notes would help people understand their emotions and get some insights. Let's get back to Jane and see how her journal looks like. On Monday, she wrote, "Hard day at work. Again, colleagues don't want to learn how to do their reports, and during the working week, she felt tired, angry, and sad. But on the weekends, she felt hopeful and cheerful and positive." So keeping a track of those emotions would help Jane to make a more informed decision. This journal may help Jane get some insights on what makes her happier. After having all this information, it may be easier to decide what to do next. Another function of the journal would be a recommendation list analyzing how you felt mostly during this week and giving some advices and tips from professionals. That's it from my side. Thank you for your time.
Hey Alexandra, great job on the Figma. I love getting feedback and support from random people on the internet. You know, a safe space. For me, the best part of the development process was figuring out how to accurately represent actions in CSS, which would have been better done in JavaScript. We did everything in CSS, hover effects, hidden elements. Ooh, I can do this all day. As a newbie, it was my first time collaborating on GitHub, and we totally get it. Working on the Git was an excellent opportunity to really learn it. But hey, newbies like me, did you know that there are other options to the Git? Just putting it out there.
But what we learned actually, it's a team player skill, which is very important when you work for the company. Googling, like I forgot a lot of stuff and I was Googling. That gave me some more practice on that.
I think more than the time zone and time limit challenges, we really had to come together and agree on what mental health meant to each one of us. It was a rewarding experience coming up with a product that we all loved, bringing everything together to one cohesive MVP, which includes a community, a diary, and tips for a healthier life. What makes this app unique is the safe space it provides for emotional support, and it provides a safe space to interact with members of the community without compromising privacy. Also, it gives the option to help others in need, which is the key to feeling great about ourselves. So thank you, Co-Chasers, Eric for your collaboration, and our very talented Alexandra for your beautiful design. Cascading it was a lot of fun. This was Sarah. Have a great day.
Really cool. What a great way to end this presentation. That was a very cool product, an amazing design, and a great presentation. It was really cool how they actually sort of thought about not just presenting information, but how information could be used to further the pursuit of the product in terms of the journal and being able to reflect back on the information. So very great job. That will conclude our presentations for today. So thank you so much, everyone who joined in the stream, everyone who participated and sent in videos. I forgot to mention, first off, we are going to be having an audience award. So our community managers will make posts in the Slack channel where you can vote for your favorite project. Then next Monday, October 18th, it's going to be an evening stream, 5:30 p.m. Moscow time, 10:30 a.m. On the East Coast. Calculate for your time zone as appropriate. The link will be in the description as well. And lastly, I just want to say thank you to all of the participants, the coders and designers alike. We know you had a very tight time frame, but we really appreciate you going through the process of making your products and also coming here to present and show off your work. You all have a lot to be proud of. We here at Practicum are continually impressed by what you build, and events like this seriously would not be possible without such enthusiastic and eager and brave students. So thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you. We love you all. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully we will see you next Monday.